Paul Messara, we're here at Arrowfield Stud, beautiful part of the world, but I'm very interested in this horse you've got called Dale, with some Hollywood connection.
Yeah, Dale's a special horse, special for a couple of reasons, but he's named after one of the characters in the movie Step Brothers. It's a great Hollywood movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you do, but a very funny movie. But it's an interesting story because during COVID, I met up with a mate of mine, and he's close mates with Matt Damon. So we had this mutual connection, and we all love racing. And while Matt was here during that time at Byron Bay, he kind of got right into Australian racing. And one night, a few too many drinks were had, and they decided they'd buy a horse, but on the one condition that it was called Dale. So I got this semi-drunken message late at night saying, "We want you to find us a horse. We want you to buy a horse, but it has to be called Dale."
Do you think that was real at the time, or did you think this was a gem?
I'm like going, well, I'd had plenty to drink, clearly, by the video. But so I didn't know how genuine it was in the morning. I thought I'd better ring up and check. But no, it was on. The morning came. I said, "Are you guys serious about that video?" He said, "Absolutely. It has to be called Dale." So I said, "Right, let me see what I can do." Jumped on the computer. Dale's available. Perfect. So I ring them back and I said, "Listen, I've got this really nice horse that we have, and I reckon it'd be suitable for Dale." Anyway, fast forward a little bit. Dale starts running. He wins his first trial. We actually got offered a lot of money for him from Hong Kong, and a lot more than they paid, I might say, about 4 or 5 times the amount at least.
Yep.
And I rang Matt. I said, "Matt, we've got a big offer from Hong Kong." Forwarded him the offer. He just wrote back, "Dale is not for sale." And we went on from there. So he's had quite a few starts now. He's had probably 7 or 8 starts. Yep. He's won 3 in the country, but we had him. He's a nice horse. He wants to be on top of the ground. We've run into a lot of wet tracks, so you'll be likely to see him in Sydney in the future on dry tracks.
Okay, can I ask, because, I mean, if I was you and Matt Damon was sending me a message, albeit late at night, saying, "I want a horse," you then picking a nice horse for him. So what did you like about this particular animal?
He was a nice horse. He was by Castelvecchio as a first season sire. Now Castelvecchio's jumped out of the ground at 3, and Dale's been a bit like that. So although he showed a little bit at 2, he's a massive animal, and he's just started to come to hand. I thought he was the right style of horse. He looked like a middle distance type, and I thought, you know, with guys like that, when you buy sprinters, they're either fast or they're slow. But if you get a middle distance horse, we're going to have a bit of fun, and that's what it's all about. It's all about good experiences, going to the races together, having a bit of fun. They're overseas. I'm sending them updates, videos of the horse. That's the interaction that, you know, we're after. So I thought that horse would suit that particular job.
I think you make a really good key point there that maybe we don't talk about. Where we've got this industry that's, you know, focused on speed. You want to have that precocious 2-year-old, but you can have a hell of a lot of fun with a horse that has some longevity and can run in that middle distance category.
Absolutely. I think the middle distance, from a trainer's point of view, they're the most fun to train, that middle long distance, because you actually do more with them. And you've got the longevity they train on. There's lots of races for them. So probably there's lots of races for the good ones, not as many for probably the ones at the lower end of the scale. But, you know, he's a horse that I think is going to get out over 2,000 metres, and I think we'll have a lot of fun with him.
He seems like a normal bloke, Matt Damon. That's the picture I'm getting, that, you know, you're just sending the stable reports. Like if he was here right now, he'd just be having a beer, enjoying himself. Just
a regular great guy. He's a really nice person, a good guy, down to earth. Not what you'd expect to meet, I guess, from us kind of civilians. When you kind of meet one of these Hollywood celebrities. He's a really great guy.
And will he be able to watch Dale one day live at a racetrack? What's the plan?
Well, hopefully. I think the plan is he's hopefully coming out later this year. Obviously, he's a busy guy. It depends on movie programs and bits and pieces, but the aim is, the job is, when he's out here, is trying to have the horse win somewhere. Right. It might not necessarily be where we're somewhere on the day when we go to the races, wherever it is. If we've got to get the horse ready to win that day.
So basically, to everyone watching, when we see yourself, Matt Damon, and other connections at a racetrack, it's we're on.
Look out! We're going to give it a big show.